So, is Mo Abudu the reason Netflix left Nigeria? Let us see what we can find. So, there have been speculations when Kunle Afolayan kind of talked about it the end of last year and said that Netflix is no longer heavily focusing on building Nigerian content and investing in the Nigerian creative space. Some people came out, were speculating, and some of the speculations included Mo Abudu. Her name kept coming up because we know that Mo and Netflix, they have been chummy. Netflix came out and kind of said, oh, we are not abandoning Nigeria. They've abandoned Nigeria. But, they kind of changed the way that they will be dealing with Nigeria. But they've not abandoned Nigeria. So now let's talk about this Mo Abudu speculation. So if you go on Netflix, when the news broke out back in 2020, say Netflix inks multi-title partnership with prolific Nigerian producer Mo Abudu to develop content from Nigeria. First of all, we can see with our own eyes and from the mouth of Netflix that they indeed went into a big grand partnership with Nigeria through Mo Abudu. We don't know the money that was involved here. It's a big one. Let's keep reading. June 12, 2020, Netflix and Mo Abudu, an acclaimed Nigerian producer, have entered into a groundbreaking multi-title partnership that will continue growing the company's investment in Nigerian content. Under this partnership, Mo Abudu, through her production company EbonyLife, will create 2 Netflix original series as well as multiple Netflix branded films and a series that have been licensed to the service. Now them get them. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. A major highlight of this partnership will be the on-screen adaptations of literary works by 2 critically acclaimed Nigerian authors. A series based on contemporary author Lola Shoneyi's best-selling debut novel, The Secret Lives of Baba Shegi's Wives, and a film adaptation of Death and the King's Horseman, a play by 1986 Nobel Prize laureate. Pause. I don't know if it's just me. I haven't seen this come to light. These adaptations that was highlighted in this grand partnership that Netflix had with Mo Abudu. If you guys have seen it, please let me know. Let's keep reading. Film adaptation of Death and the King's Horseman will be among the newly licensed Netflix branded films. One of the films will premiere on the service in 2020. Let us go and search for what premiered in 2020. So I found this movie, Elesin Oba, and the reviews were not great. A lot of the reviews came back that the movie was poorly done. I mean, some people might have liked it, and coming from me, a huge Nollywood enthusiast, like I call myself, for me not to have heard about this movie, I don't know if Netflix got their money's worth when they make this grand partnership, and this was supposed to be one of the highlights of this partnership. Seeing reviews here 4/10, a lot of reviews came back that it was not a good adaptation. In the first line says, I found it really boring, unfortunately, kept on fast forwarding, no suspense, no intrigue. The overall sense of this movie is it did not land the way that Netflix thought it would land. I admire the cultural element, but besides that, that might have played a role in it. Mo Abudu in the creative space, I feel like she has actually been a good representation. I'm not going to knock her hustle. She has tried. When she moved into film, I mean, when you start something, you try here, you try here. I don't know if I'm really liking her film side. Let us check some of the movies that she has put out after this partnership with Netflix. Is it Chief Daddy? And let's not even lie. Even funny enough, even the cast, whenever they do interviews, I don't know if you guys have watched some of the podcasts from the cast, they know that this movie, it was just not it. Files, even you safe, you did it for God. Chief Daddy 2 Going for Broke was not a good movie. I'm sure she will even admit that. Oloture, I liked Oloture. The first part was a good movie. Not the best, but it was a good movie. Now, the series, I didn't particularly like. That's just me. The Blood Sisters. Okay, I will say that is her best work. Everything else, just but I think Blood Sisters was good. Now, with all this, Netflix has not come out to say exactly why they will not be doing Netflix originals anymore. Netflix, please. I know that we have disappointed you. Nigeria has disappointed you. You've lost money and all those things. But you see Kemi Adetiba. Invest in Kemi Adetiba. If you will not invest in any other person, invest in her. Because everything that Kemi Adetiba touches, I think she even directed one of Mo's movies, like the Wedding Party. Correct me if I'm wrong. King of Boys, even the King of Boys series. Even when she was just talking about the experience, I enjoyed everything. I've watched it multiple times. When you watch King of Boys, you can see that there's so much thought behind it. There's so much effort. They respect the people that are watching it, because there are sometimes that these producers, they do movies that it's like they don't even respect you. They don't respect your time. But Kemi Adetiba, she does that. I hope that Netflix will still do more originals with Kemi Adetiba. Other producers I might just bring up, I don't know if Ramsey is a producer, but every work he has directed, like you can see that he's very professional. Who else? I think The Black Book was like the last movie I watched on Netflix before Netflix. The producer of that is Adetiba. I actually feel that he did such a good work on that movie. So Netflix, I don't know, why didn't you come and ask us that who do you people recommend? You guys just like picked who you wanted to pick, and now that you were disappointed, you now decided to run. You didn't ask us now, would have told you, would have given you inside scoop. Well, these are all speculations, but it's fair to say that Netflix didn't really get their money's worth. Well, that's my opinion. Agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. Bye.